a story about Minnie the Moocher. She was a low-down hoochie-coocher. She was the roughest, toughest frail, but Minnie had a heart as big as a whale. Honey, 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 hi. Honey, 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 hi. Honey, 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 oh. Honey, 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 oh. Heedy, 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 heedy. Honey, 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 oh. Honey, 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 oh. She messed around with a bloke named Smokey. She loved him though he was cokey. He took her down to Chinatown and he showed her how to kick the gong around. Hidey, 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 hidey. Whoop. Heedy, 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 hidey, 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 ho. She had a dream about the King of Sweden. He gave her things that she was needing. He gave her a home built of gold and steel, a diamond car with the platinum wheels. Howdy, 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 howdy.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Relationship time. Talking about a subject, I want to just share something with the viewers about a conversation I had with a female the other day, and we was talking about relationships, and I brought up oxytocins, and that the body produces when a woman is having sex with somebody she's excited about or that she's in love with, and it was this girl's position to try to convince me how callous and different that she was. She was telling me that I could have sex with a man today and forget about him tomorrow and stuff like that. So it's like either when, as a man, when you look at stuff like that, you saying to yourself, if she could have sex with me today and forget about me tomorrow, either she was just having recreational sex with me, which is not any of the two reasons why the body would produce oxytocins, because it happens when a woman is excited about a man or when she's in love with a man. Oxytocin, the body produces oxytocin, which basically bonds a woman to the man she's having sex with. So if a woman can have sex with a man and forget about him tomorrow, that means she's having sex with somebody she's not excited about, or somebody that she's not in love with. So for a man, when you looking at this and you saying, wow, if she could have sex with a man and forget about him tomorrow, maybe she's not the type of woman you would engage in some kind of relationship with. She's a ghost in the shell. So even if you feel like you having sex with a man and you could just forget about him that clearly, it's just something about it that's just so off. And I just didn't understand why that was important to her, to have me believe that it was something honorable about that. I just can't figure it out for the life of me what was honorable about that, except for having likeness with men, to compete with men. And, to just basically explain also, here's a woman that don't understand that there's a distinct difference between men and women. But the conversation started because I was telling her that men, if they're not in love with a woman or they don't feel nothing for her, men can have casual sex and not care about somebody. And it was just like, like the song from the Eclipse, Mr. Me Too. She became a Me Too person. And it was just like weird, like she was really out of her element. She didn't see where she was sounding weird at. And then she kept talking about that, men ain't shit. And I was explaining to her, are there a lot of single parents out here? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, so who raising these kids? And a lot of women I noticed, like from even coming up in my childhood, I have friends who their mothers was raising them alone and the fathers wasn't around for whatever reason. Okay, I mean, we could keep harping on the fact that the father's not there, or we could harp on the factual remedy or something to the point of remedying a problem. Remedying the problem would be focusing on what the teaching that was going on in the home. So as a child, I seen women like neighbors and how they raised their kids. They had babies at first to, bring a new birth into life, and they believed in the father that they was pregnant by, and they brought the baby into the life. And then I slowly seen, growing up with different kids in my childhood, how these kids had become safe deposit boxes for the anger and the misandry that their mother harbored against men. And she put that into them and sent them into the next generation with that hate. Now, this is far cry from breaking the chain. She just creating weak links. So now you have a man, if you're a woman raising a boy, and a boy or a girl, for a boy, you're raising this man with the hatred that you have for men. All you doing is creating a boy who, if a boy loves his mother, he's going to like what his mother like. He's going to love what his mother love. If you're raising a boy, teaching him all the hatred that you have for men, and for all of the bad decisions you made with men, he grows up hating the very gender he comes from. Now, when you think about that, a little boy growing up hating men, you know what I'm saying? Does he actually want to become a man? Does he want to be a man? Why would he? If he hates men the way he was taught from his mom. And if you're raising a little girl and you're constantly spewing how men ain't shit, it's no consternation as to why the majority of women out here are so in fear of men. They're in fear of relationships. They could find a good man and they could find reasons where he just don't fit some kind of particular thing she's looking for to justify walking away from him, before he find out all the things that her mother instilled in her as a safe deposit box for her hatred for men. And that comes out on this man, and then he books it and leave her. She leaves him first. Some things to think about. It's just serious right now. We going into a deep state of depression on relationships. The birth of babies are dropping. We like at an all-time low. Everything that bothers a society or fucks with a society is basically hitting black people. Majority. We like in a slump. And it's like, I don't know the difference when I'm coming out there and competing. I don't know whether I'm competing against a man or woman, regardless of what the person looks like. You know what I'm saying? And this is a serious situation. It's something to think about. Just a little food for thought. If you like what I'm doing or what I'm writing, subscribe to the channel. Give the thumbs up or the thumbs down, however you want to do it. And, hit the like button or hit the unlike button, however you choose. But have a good day and enjoy what I put out. Art.